So I think 2 Sundays before the opening day of rifle season, I walked out here. My house is probably 100 yards from here. I walked out here and I said, you know what? This is a nice open area. I saw some fresh tracks like we saw when we came in. I was like, you know, it's open. It's quick access to my house. So I'll set it right here. So I put it right here. Put my blind right here. So what we've been seeing is the deer coming from the other side of the road this way in the morning, because I saw that doe and that buck there, and I've also seen deer crossings where the tracks are going from that side to this side. They're going over there at night, coming over here earlier in the morning. So I was like, well, okay, I'll set here, right over here. You can't see because of the snow, but this is all marshy, like thick junk that just cries big buck. Like, it is pretty thick when it's grown up, and it's really deep muck. So I was like, well, if I know nobody's gonna hunt over there because it's very hard to get into. So, well, okay, I'll stay here. And my friend Josh's dad, Skip, he walked about 200 yards in front of me this way to another run that's over there. I came in, and what I did is I put my stuff down, my camera and all my gear, and I grabbed some doe urine spray, aerosol spray. Here, and I walked anywhere as I could around this whole area. It took me about 10 minutes. I walked around the whole area and they sprayed doe urine in the trees all over the place around here, just so I get that scent in that area and cover my own scent. So I just went around, sprayed it, and then what I did is I came down this little trail area here and I sprayed it on the ground. I went around towards the other side of the trail because, you know, my blind would be sitting almost on the trail. So I came around here, sprayed from over here,
It doesn't look like deer.
no,
Looks like a coyote that ran through,
maybe. So
it was in a running gait, it looks like.
So I came through here and I sprayed it, and I was like, okay, well, my blind's gonna be over here. I don't want him to walk. I don't want that buck to walk right up on me at like 10 yards. Because with a rifle, 10 yards, that bullet's traveling too fast. You're gonna get a poke through, no expansion, and you know, you might not down the animal quickly. So I wanted him to be a little farther away. So I went around here, spraying that doe urine all over here. So blind was set up here, and I said, second week in November, we're in rut. Bucks are chasing the does. They're coming over from that side. Nice big marshy area over here. Got to be bucks in there coming through there. So I figured I'd take some doe and estrus aerosol, or the gel, and just go over and spray my area around here to see if I could get something to come in. So this trail my blind's sitting on, I didn't want to spray on the trail because I didn't want that buck coming straight down the trail and my blind be right off of it. He'd either spook and see my blind or see me moving. So I wanted to do kind of a circle around that area. So that way he'd get on the trail and he'd walk around and not notice me. He'd be his nose to the grindstone trying to find where that doe was, and he'd follow that circle around, look up every once in a while, see if he can find the doe. So come over here. sprayed this whole area right here. I went from probably here, and I sprayed trees probably 10 or 15 yards in, and went around almost a full circle back to my blind. Towards my blind, I didn't go to the blind. And that buck came right where I thought he would. He came right from that swampy area over there. Came right through there, busting butt. He was on a tear. Because what I was doing is I put out my dopey and I gave some small grunt calls. I did 3. I set a 3 every 15 minutes. So I did 3, and then I did another 3, and then I looked to my left hand side and I saw movement, and I saw it was a deer. I didn't see it was a buck right away because it was only a 4-pointer, but he started coming, and when he hit that scent trail, he came right around. So I came through here, he hit this open area, came right through just like these tracks here, came right through, smelled that dopey. I had sprayed these trees over here. You walk behind those trees around here. Walk back behind here. This is my property line right here. So we walked back this way. Around. Meandered over here for a few minutes, messed around. I didn't know if he was gonna offer me a shot because he was looking right at me. Finally stopped right here. Offered me a quartering towards shot, but he had picked his head up and he was looking right at my blind, so I had to take the shot or I was gonna lose him. So I took the shot here. He ran about 50 yards over there. He ran back to the way he came, took a right, headed a right down, and he plopped down right over there about 50 yards. He didn't go very far. This was 20 minutes after I heard a gunshot from my dad's friend Skip. I sat down after I sprayed everything. I got my camera out, got my call out, getting ready for a sit. All of a sudden here, boom. So I texted Skip, I go, hey, did you get something? He says, yeah, I shot at a deer. I think I missed it. Because after I heard the gunshot, and he said, yeah, I started putting my stuff away, then he texted me afterwards, he went and looked around, see if he could see any blood. He goes, I think I missed it. So I started putting my stuff back up, gave a couple grunt calls, the first set, and I gave the second set, and then I saw something moving over here. And when he started moving over there, I saw it was a deer. I go, oh cool, there's a deer coming. Because of the smaller antlers, I thought it was a doe, because probably 60 yards out, going through all this brush, I really didn't see. But when he got over to this open area, I knew it was a buck. I was like, oh. And he was on a line. He was looking for that doe. He came right around here. He followed my scent spray all around here. Wherever I went and sprayed, he followed it. And he came right to here and he stopped. Because this is where I had stopped putting my scent down. Because I figured if he stopped over here, I'd get a shot. But he just walked pretty fast over here. And I didn't want to take a walking shot because I knew he was going to stop at some point. Stopped here, got him down, and he went over there. And then my house, like I said, is probably 150 yards from here. I can see my house and I can see my truck right from here. So, first deer, first season in my new house, I shot my first deer on my new property. Because that literally is my property line, and I shot the deer probably 10 yards on my property, which is pretty awesome. I would never be able to do this at my old place. It was a great feeling. Because I own a little sloth in between here. Going back here that way and up this way. My neighbor owns that over there, but it comes right around like this, back down and around. Oh, came right on here. And that other one was probably, like I said, 200 yards that way. It was where Skip shot his. He thought he missed it. We went out the next day and we found it. It was a 9-pointer, weighed probably 165 pounds. It was a really nice deer. It was the biggest deer he's ever shot, and he's having it mounted, so that'd be good for his wall. Kind of think to myself, if they didn't come hunting with me, maybe that buck would have came over and saw me. But you know what? It's okay. I have many more seasons of hunting over here. This is my property. This is where I live now. and there's deer around here, so I'm going to make it a nice habitat for them. I'm going to put a food plot up on my property line, so that way they have a place to come and eat during the summertime. Grow these animals healthy, get them some nice big racks, and I'll have an opportunity to get something bigger. You know, I'm really happy that he was able to take his biggest deer of his life on right next to where my new property is, and it was amazing to see that 2 deer within 35-40 minutes of each other. It was crazy. And I pulled my deer out, and it wasn't even 9 o'clock in the morning. I was out of the woods. Got it out, and then I went to the tagging station down the road. But it was awesome. What a great feeling. A 5-year drought. I'm not getting any deer, and spending lots and lots and lots of time in the woods, running up mountains, across mountains, following tracks, maybe seeing a flag once in a great while at a distance from a deer running away from me, but nothing to able to be shot at, or ethically. So it was awesome to be out here doing this, and I got a great place to hunt for them for a long time. I'm gonna put tree stand up here for bow season, and they walk right through here. You know, there's already 2 sets of tracks here, and there was actually a set of tracks that were closer to my house that were really big. That they didn't show back up again, but that deer is walking around, and they changed their patterns anyways. They're not coming really in here as much as they were. But when I came in here, when I was putting on my blind, I saw tracks and droppings all over the place in here. They must be sitting up on that other side, sunning themselves on the top of that hill over there. But this is all nasty, swampy stuff in the summer and fall, and it's something that you wouldn't want to walk through at all. I know I wouldn't. So
Good.
it was awesome.
Really good.
So it's been about 15 to 20 minutes. When I shot him, he kicked his back leg, so I know I got a good shot on him at least. just shot him. He ran over there. I got him. Holy crap. Haven't been in here 20 minutes and one came in. Freaking awesome, man. Yes. Look for some blood. Let's go, baby. Yeah. So, I shot through my window. He didn't see me moving at all. And that buck was in rut. I sprayed some dopey out there. And not even 20 minutes later, sprayed some dopey out there. Not even 20 minutes, half an hour later, he came right out and he was running. He went all the way around where I sprayed. He was ready. He wanted it. So, we'll go take a look, see if we can find something here. So, I just bought a new house. I don't know if you can see it, but my driveway's from my yard's right up there. My blind is right on the edge of my property. And my property line's down over here. I shot him on my property. First day on my new property. It's awesome. So, replaying the video. He was standing over here when I hit him. Let's see. Oh. Got a little bit of hair right there. White hair, but hopefully we didn't gut shot him. He ran this way. He ran up this way. Oops. So he ran up this way. Looking for blood. Like I said, this is... I'm not seeing a lot of blood. I'm not seeing anything, actually. I'm just gonna kind of go where I saw him last. Alright. He ran down over here. He ran down this way. Let's see. I'm not seeing any hair or anything. White hair. Hopefully I didn't get him too low. He was really close. You know, you sight in a rifle for 50 to 100 yards and deer steps, 10, 15 yards from you. You gotta aim a little higher than what you would normally. So hopefully you'll see it. Yes! Got him! Knew I got him. Right. The dry spell's over. Finally got something. He ain't too big, but a little 4-pointer. Didn't break anything off. It's probably, I don't know, maybe 130. Hopefully. Yes! Look at that. Oh yeah, he's running up bad. His glands on his legs are leaking. Yes. Right behind the shoulder. He was coming towards me, so I had to try to aim a little farther up on the shoulder, but like I said, he was not 10 or 15 yards away when I shot him. And I had to compensate a little bit, but the bullet placement was good. He didn't make it far. I can see my blind. I'm probably 50 yards from my blind. This is awesome. Yes! Oh yeah, he's all running up. Look at his head. Oh yeah, the mustiness. Whew! That's awesome. He came right through that swampy area out back there. Came right in on a string on that doe scent. He was, I saw some deer the other day, and
Steve.
when I was going to get the trash cans, I saw a doe and a buck, and they ran off, and that buck had his nose right to the grindstone. And I said, oh, I gotta get out tomorrow and put out some scent. They're rutting hard. My friend Skip was on the other side of the property in another area of woods. He wasn't in 10 minutes, and I heard a gunshot. I texted him, and he said he didn't get it. He was behind some brush, and he hit the tree, went and checked, and no blood, so clean miss, which is a good thing. But man, 2 shots in 15 minutes of each other and got a deer down. This is awesome. Oh, I'm so excited. All right, we're good.